Welcome back to the STX International Kitchen. I'm Will, and today I'm going to introduce you to one of our top sellers, our Infusium 420 herbal butter, oil, and alcohol infuser. So if you're looking to infuse butter, oils, alcohol, or anything else you can think of, this is the product for you. In this video, I'm going to show you how it's packaged, what comes with it, how to use it, and how to clean it. So let's take a quick look at how it's packaged. The unit comes in this thick corrugated brown cardboard box to protect it during shipping. Inside that, there is this nice white gift box. Inside the gift box, you will find the instruction manual and a great cookbook, which we'll talk about later. The accessories that come with it are butter and gummy molds, a glove, the filters, and spatulas are all around the unit in the box. Once they're all removed, it's as simple as taking the unit outside of the box, and the electrical cord is stored inside the main unit for safe storage. And now that we've unpackaged everything, it is time to use our Infusium. For our purposes today, I'm going to show you how to make an herb-infused oil using the oil preset. There are also presets for making butters or tinctures, as well as settings for do-it-yourself and cleaning. The do-it-yourself preset lets you adjust the temperature and time in case you have your own refined process for making infused butter, oil, or alcohol. We'll talk more about the cleaning preset a little bit later. While I'm using herb this time, it most certainly does not need to be. That's the beauty of this unit. It has such great versatility. The Infusium comes with a cookbook that has over 80 tips and recipes. This cookbook includes a wide variety of recipes such as bacon and habanero chili vodka, various soups, nut milks, and even bulletproof coffee, which is a keto-friendly coffee, and much, much more. You will have to check out some of these great recipes included in this cookbook. Remember, if you're using cannabis in your infusion, to first decarb it before attempting to infuse your butter, oil, or alcohol. To decarb cannabis, you need to lightly heat it at a constant temperature. Heating it will activate the cannabinoids like THC or CBD, so when it's infused, you will get the maximum benefit from the herb. If you don't decarb cannabis before infusing, your cannabis will only be 10 to 25% activated. However, decarb cannabis will be 100% fully activated. Now to decarb, you can use our STX International Activation 420 for a more discreet decarb. The activation is virtually odor-free and has been calibrated to ensure a constant temperature throughout the entire process. If you don't have our Activation 420, you can use your oven, but be careful though, the decarbing process in an oven can be quite fragrant and ovens are often not calibrated. An oven thermometer is a good idea and requires regular monitoring. We will start by adding 2 cups of oil. If you are doing a mini batch, make sure that there is a minimum of 1 cup and that it is over the minimum line inside the unit. Then you can add the desired amount of herbs. For this batch, I'm adding a ½ ounce of previously decarbed herb to the 2 cups of oil. Note that the ratio of oil to herbs will determine the potency of your infusion. One of the most common questions we get is if the filter goes into the unit. It does not. It will be used once the unit is done with the infusion process. I'll show you that in a little bit. Now I'll put the top on the unit and make sure that it is secure. Then I will plug the power cord into the bottom of the handle. Now you want to make sure that it is snug, but make sure not to use too much force. Then finally plug it into the wall outlet. Since I'm infusing an oil, I will select the oil preset by pressing the select button. The time and temperature are already set for me, so all I have to do is press start. The LED on the top of the unit near the handle will turn red to indicate that the unit is running and should not be disturbed. Now you'll notice that you don't hear the blades start to stir the mixture right away. The unit takes a few minutes at the beginning of the cycle to start heating up. If you find that you do need to stop your Infusium, simply hold the start button for a few seconds and it will turn off your unit and halt the infusing process. If you do this, you will have to reset the unit from scratch. One more thing to mention is that the blade won't run continuously either. It starts and stops throughout the process. This helps keep the herb well blended into the oil so the infusion is more consistent throughout. It looks like this oil is going to take about 1 hour, so we can check back in at that point. Well, that hour went fast. Let's take a look at the finished product and how to filter out the unwanted plant matter. First, make sure your unit is unplugged. Now I'll remove the top of the unit carefully because this just got done. It's still pretty hot. You can see that the herb is completely mixed in with our oil. Now that the flavor and active ingredients are infused into the oil, we can extract the plant matter with one or more of our filters. For butter and oil, we recommend using either the 190 or 220 filter, as both of these liquids are a lot more viscous and these filters are much more porous, which will allow the thicker liquid to filter out more easily while straining out the plant matter. The higher number, the more porous the mesh the filter is, and the lower the number, the finer the mesh is. Therefore, if you were instead going to make a tincture, it would be best to use a filter with a lower micron number, such as the 25 or 73 micron filters, as alcohol is much more runny than butter or oil. Now, many people actually use the filters in succession. For filtering, use one of the larger filters, 190 or 220, and then follow it by one of the smaller ones. This will allow the larger bits of plant matter to be filtered out on the first round and some of the finer particles to be filtered on the second time around. Now, using the included silicone glove to ensure we don't burn ourselves, we will pour our infused oil into this bowl through the filters. After pouring the oil through the filter, use the silicone glove to squeeze the filter, which will strain out more of the oil that has been trapped in the filter by the plant matter. This is our finished product after filtering out the plant matter. Now we're ready to cook. You can also choose to not strain out the plant matter. This is great for things like rosemary or thyme butter that you may have seen in restaurants. Now that you've seen an oil infused with herb, it's time to clean up. Now we will get back to the clean preset that was mentioned at the beginning of this video. The clean preset is what you will use after infusing to make sure that your Infusium is clean and ready for the next batch. Now, never submerge your Infusium, especially not where the head and the chamber connect. This connection is how electricity is sent to the head of the unit, also known as the brain of the unit. If you get these 2 points wet, you will damage or even ruin your Infusium. To clean the Infusium, unplug the unit from the wall and then fill the chamber with 2.5 cups of warm water and mild dish detergent soap. Plug the Infusium back into the wall and press the select button until you get the clean preset. Then press the start button and once again the red light will light up by the handle. After about 2.5 minutes, you will hear a beep. The display will read end and the LED light will turn green. Now rinse with water and spot clean with soap, water, and a towel or sponge as needed. Make sure you completely dry your Infusium before putting it away. Now, the filters are both dishwasher and washing machine safe. Do not put the filters into the dryer after washing. Instead, let the filters air dry to ensure that they stay consistent and the silicone mesh is not damaged. The silicone butter molds, gummy molds, and spatulas are all dishwasher safe. That's the overview of our Infusium 420 Herbal Butter Infuser. Now, if you're interested in purchasing our product, please check us out at stxinternational.com, Amazon, eBay, or many other e-commerce sites. Click the like button if you feel like this video is useful. We are always continuing to work on additional videos for our STX International products, so you can watch for those. Let us know if you have any questions or comments by commenting below.